Good early evening and welcome to another edition of What I Miss. What I Miss is made possible by a generous grant from the Ben and Sylvia Gardner Foundation. Today is Thursday, January 8th, believe it or not, already. Today I'm drinking Dogfish Head Piercing Pills again. The last one of my 4-pack. Brief rant. Whoever invented the 4-pack should get a swift kick in the teeth. I really want to talk a lot about my distaste for a 4-pack, but my love for Dogfish Head, but maybe for another episode. Okay. Last night / yesterday, we looked at some new coming soon signage for Claudia's Steakhouse. This is the spot coming into the old American Express office at 15th and K. Reminds me exactly of STK, the female-friendly steakhouse in DuPont. There's some pretty funny photos of the coming soon signage, so you can take a look if you missed that. And then last night, another streetcar accident on 8th Street Northeast. If you remember, there was one last weekend, and last night was a bit further east, around 14th and H. And it's just a crazy photo, so we'll have to see if this affects the January 19th anticipated kickoff date. Also last night, something that, like, I've walked past this store probably 100 times easily, and I laugh every time. This is Chicas, formerly Chick Ass, which sells jeans and tight-fit clothing on 14th Street in Columbia Heights. Well, I just noticed a new sign again saying Chick Ass, and I'm just gonna keep talking about it. The more they change and do things, it's funny. Okay? It's funny. All right. What else? Oh, actually, now very serious. You remember last month there was a serious amount of crime in Petworth. Well, credit where credit is due. There were 2 arrests, one for a homicide and one for a shooting. I'm sure they were under a lot of pressure, the police, and I as a resident and many of my neighbors were feeling very uneasy. So really got to give props to the cops here for these 2 arrests. In less than a month, they caught 2 of these perpetrators. Hopefully they were the perpetrators and get a significant term and are rehabilitated, but let's not get too political. Okay. A reader raves about the new Petworth sports bar, The Pitch. However, in the comments, some people rather are concerned that there are still a few glitches. So I put up some pictures of what it looks like on the inside and the menu. I think anytime a place opens up, they have kinks to work out. But at the end of the day, I'm still happy. I'm still happy with them. I think they will work out the kinks. And hey, you know what? I forgot to turn the light on. See my mug better now. Anyway, Pitch now open, Georgia Ave, south of Taylor and Petworth. Check them out. Okay, a couple of photos sent in this morning. The DC equivalent of celebrity spottings. Supreme Court Justice Kagan, very cool, spotted at what's that bookstore? Kramer Books in DuPont. And the famous Singing Man on Metro was spotted as well. So if you've never seen them, you can take a look on the site. Another bit of good news, Trader Joe's now open at 8 a.m. at 14th and U. For a while, they were opening up at 9 a.m. for some reason, but starting January 2nd, they've been opening up at 8 a.m., so good news there. The new Jose Andres restaurant that opened up in Penn Quarter we spoke about, China Chilcano, Peruvian, Chinese, Japanese. We got to look at their menu. You can see it online at popphil.com. And in other menu news, Sweetgreen has released their new winter menu. So if you're into the whole salad scene, you can check out their menu online too. We had a reader query about shoplifting, witnessing shoplifting at a CVS. What would you have done? Sparked a pretty significant debate that you can join in on. And what I thought was one of the more unusual circumstances, experiences, situations that I've heard about in a while was a proselytizer in Upper Petworth who keeps leaving these notes on a nice Indian couple's door trying to convert them. And one of the gifts was a Cosby DVD. I mean, it's just, you cannot make this up. It is just nuts. So you can catch up on that scene if you didn't see that. Zanzibar, this is where there was a stabbing last Saturday night, arrest made, 19th and Pennsylvania Ave. Well, Zanzibar / Heritage India has had their liquor license suspended there. And it reminded me that Heritage India, in their previous DuPont location, also got into a bit of trouble when there was a shooting there back in November 2011. So interesting to see if they'll be able to get their act together. More good bagel news. Bullfrog Bagels is going to be joining and for sale at most of the Trist properties. Trist, Coop, Open City at the National Cathedral, Trist at that museum at the Phillips. So good news for bagel fans. More good news. The 24-hour Surfside, the takeout spot, is opening in DuPont as well. That's 1800 N Street near the aforementioned SDK Steakhouse. Interesting to note that all items will be under $10. More good news. You remember the package thief revenge fantasy from near 8th Street Northeast? This was where a woman kept having packages stolen, so she put some poop in a box. They caught him. And actually, a buddy of mine sent me the details, and it's quite crazy how they caught him. It was based on some white truck that was being driven around, and quite a bit of detective work on the end of the resident. So if you have a camera and work hard enough, you can catch these people. Is that it? Oh, a bit of judging new buildings. The Lion's Head condo. This is in Columbia Heights on Upper 14th Street near Lyman's and Red Derby. It's finished and it's pretty interesting looking. So curious to know how you think it turned out. And finally, in what I think is a very cool fundraiser, there's something called a community soup potluck in 14th Street, 16th Street Heights, January 21st. So basically, it's a potluck dinner. You bring $5 and vote on who gets the $5 donation, the pooled $5 donation at the end of the night. It just sounds like a great philanthropy. So that is today, January 8th, chock full of good stuff. I hope you get home safe, and I hope Metro's on time, unlike this morning. See you tomorrow.